So glad to have you here today. If you're watching this video, please make sure you stay to the end. I'm going to actually give you some really cool tips on channeling, some channeling tips, some really cool things that we can do with the techniques I'm about to teach you and talk about. So the question is, how can we be in this 3D body, this 3D plane, and connect to the astral realm with like our soul family, our spirit guides, things like that? And how can we do this simultaneously? So I'm going to talk about the intricacies of this, how mechanically it's done. And so we have a soul. Our soul resides in our in our sternum area. So we have our heart chakra, our solar plexus chakra, and then right in between is where our soul resides. And so what I'm going to get you to do right now, what I always recommend my students do, is if you're watching any of my videos, as much as possible, try to make it like more experiential instead of just intellectual, where I'm listening to this video. That's great, that's good, and all that. But try to actually try actually doing this. So what I'm going to get you to do is feel into your soul. Okay, so feel into your soul, and then actually try to project yourself into the astral realm. So like feel this actually happening. It's like super cool. I'm doing it right now with you. And in the astral realm, so I'm going to talk a bit, but as I'm talking, try to actually connect. In the astral realm is where your soul family resides. So when you die and you cross over, you'll go to the astral realm to be with your soul family. And then also while you're incarnated, certain members of your soul family will help and assist you. And these are your spirit guides. And my experience has been most people have somewhere between 3 to 5 spirit guides during anyone's season of their life. And that can change during different seasons of one's life. And so what we do is while we're living, we bounce in and out of the astral realm all the time. So take a child, for example. You know, you might have done this as a kid, maybe in elementary school or something like that. And you'd be sitting there looking out the window as the teacher's talking in school, and you'd be what? Doing what? Daydreaming. And then the teacher would be like, hey, Ken, come join us. And I'm like, what? And I'd be like, oh, yeah. Because I was literally, what was I doing? I wasn't there. I was projecting myself to a different reality, different realm, different dimension. So we are in the third dimension. And where is the astral realm? The astral realm is actually in the fourth dimension. Where do we go when we die, when we cross over? We go to the fourth dimension to be with our soul family until we decide to incarnate again. And so what we can do though is while we're incarnated, we can do this intentionally, do this on purpose, where we can start to project ourselves into this different dimension, into the fourth dimension. Now, don't worry about fifth dimension, ninth dimension, 20th, whatever dimensions, right? Just focus on mastering and operating in the fourth dimension. And this is how the great ascended masters that came before us, you know, the Jesuses, the Buddhas, the Thoths, the Mother Marys, all that, this is how they operated while they were here on earth, is they operated in the fourth dimension the majority of the time. And that's what we can do while we're incarnated. We don't have to wait till we die and cross over to work in and operate in the fourth dimension. We could do this intentionally on purpose and just the way that I'm telling you right now. So one of the many techniques I teach my students is like remote viewing, things like that. That's what it is. We're projecting ourselves into a different plane, a different part of this earth plane, this, you know, and then we can hover over and we can see what's going on in a different, you know, like a park or, you know, somewhere like that, a different area of the planet. And so that's what astral projection is. Okay, is we're basically allowing our soul to go ahead and project ourselves while we're here in this 3D plane as well at the same time. So both can be done simultaneously. I recommend trying to play with this, experiment with this. The only caution I have is just stay away from the underworld. Okay, if you just stay away from that, you're fine. Everything else is safe to do that. But it's tons of fun. It's super cool. And also try to project yourself up into the astral realm. Try to go in the astral realm. You can tour around the astral realm. You can go visit your soul family. You can visit your spirit guides. You can visit your ancestors, your loved ones, things like that. Same concept also applies to your deceased pets. I also teach animal communication, all that kind of cool stuff. So my name is Ken Lewicki. Channelinginc.com is so wonderful having you here today. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to write in the comments below, and we will talk to you all soon.